Hey, what's up, spooky fam? Today we are doing a fun little video. I always say that I'm quite desensitized when it comes to horror movies and that things don't really bother me or scare me, but I wanted to kind of talk about 5 moments in horror that really did scare me for one reason or another. One I still kind of struggle with to this day, but we'll get there. If you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, check out all of my links down below if you would like to see any more of me or support the channel any further. Let's get right into 5 horror movie moments that actually scared me, a person who is super super desensitized when it comes to horror movies. Let's start off with a movie that I don't think you guys would think would be on this list, but it's Pet Sematary. From 1989, Dr. Lewis Creed's family moves into the country house of their dreams and discover a pet cemetery at the back of their property. The cursed burial ground deep in the woods brings the dead back to life with minor problems. And let's be honest, the pet cemetery aspect did not scare me. It was Zelda. Zelda is the sister of Lewis's wife Rachel, and Zelda suffered from spinal meningitis and as a result became a burden for Rachel and her family. They kept her locked away as the family secret, but she died on Rachel's watch and becomes somewhat of a metaphorical ghost who haunts Rachel throughout the film. But there are certain things about Zelda that I will literally never forget upon my first watch. I was quite young seeing Pet Sematary for the first time, so I wasn't expecting the Zelda like subplot, and just the like Rachel, like that really just gets under my skin.
Rachel? Is that you? I finally came back for you, Rachel. I'm going to twist your back like mine, so you'll never get out of bed again.
Okay, moving on to number 4, in a film that I talk about all the time. I feel like I'm chasing the high of this film, and I feel like I will never find something that makes me feel like Evil Dead 2013 made me feel. Mia, a young woman struggling with sobriety, heads to a remote cabin with a group of friends where the discovery of the Book of the Dead summons up dormant demons who possess everyone one by one. And let's be honest, it is as someone who is almost 10 years clean and sober, it is hard to believe an addict with 0 days sober. And when Mia is trying to detox, but absolutely at the same time trying to tell her brother that there is something else in the cabin with them, and he just doesn't believe her, and he closes the door and walks away and leaves her in the room with the full-length body mirror and a reflection of Abomination Mia. And it was something about seeing that reflection, it was like in the corner, it like scared me so bad in the theater. The first time I saw Evil Dead, I've said this before, I saw it in the theater opening day, and I had to go back like a week later to the theater to see it again just to make sure that I saw what I saw, because it had such a profound effect on me. It was a horror movie that made me feel such a visceral experience. And later on in life, I ended up kind of going down the same path as Mia and getting sober. That movie has really... Okay, the preview for Fallout just started playing. Are you playing with the remote? Because the TV just started playing trailers out of nowhere. I started talking about Evil Dead and that scared me. Okay, so the TV came on out of nowhere. Oh, I don't like that. You know what? 11 years later, Evil Dead is still making me so scared. Anyways, I ended up going down the same path as Mia, and having that character in a horror movie be so relatable kind of made that a comfort film for me in my recovery, and I will always cherish that. I don't like that the TV started playing on its own. Alright, let's talk about a film that is obviously going to be on this list. At number 3, we have The Exorcist. From 1973, when a young girl is possessed by a mysterious entity, her mother seeks the help of 2 Catholic priests to save her life. And I've told this story one too many times, but when I was a younger child, my uncle, who The Exorcist was his favorite movie, would tell me that if I didn't, he would let me stay up late, but if I didn't go to bed by the time my parents were home and at least looked like I was pretending to sleep, that Reagan would come spider crawling out of my closet and I just had the thought that if I kept my eyes closed, I wouldn't see Reagan, but then I would close my eyes and I would picture her in my head, like her face in my head in the spider crawling scene when there was blood coming out of her mouth, and it was just like, it was so scary for me as a child. But as an adult, I've kind of harnessed that, I don't know, I feel like I've took that, how afraid that I was of that, and really looked into like special effects and how the making of films and prosthetics and things like that, it made me less scared of Reagan, and that really it made me feel better. Alright, at number 2, this is a film that is on this list because I had such a great theater experience with it, and that is The Conjuring from 2013, where paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren work to help a family terrorized by a dark presence in their farmhouse. And for me, I was like chill, I was getting comfortable watching this film in the theater. I wasn't expecting too much of it. Once again, like 2013, such a great year for horror, but it was the scene where it is a classic scene of misdirection, where the young girls are disturbed in the middle of the night by sounds coming from the closet, but instead of the threat being in the closet, it is on top of the closet, and it's that scary lady just like hovering on the closet, and she's so scary, the face that you guys, I'm a sucker for scary faces. You guys probably are understanding that by now, that like almost every single thing that I'm scared of or have been afraid of is a scary face, and if it's done well, they will haunt my dreams. I just remember, like, that's when I knew I wasn't, like, there was gonna be something else in The Conjuring that made me afraid, and it was once again the scary face when they're like in the tunnel or like going through the basement of the house, and they're like, there's a second where like you don't see the face and then it like pops out, and oh my gosh, those are jump scares that really get me. And speaking of jump scares that really get me, let's talk about the number 1. This one's a recent one for me. This one I'm still grappling with. Let's be honest. Scary faces, guys. I can't take it. Gonjiam Haunted Asylum. That bitch's face is seared in my head forever. From 2018, the crew of a horror web series travels to an abandoned asylum for a live broadcast. But they encounter much more than expected the more deeper inside the nightmarish old building they go. And You guys probably know, but like there's the girl, like the demon, whatever she is, she's so scary. Her face like pops up for like the last quarter of the film, just in the camera, and it's unrelenting, and her face is so creepy to me. I just thinking of it, like my heart is racing because we were watching it, and at a certain point I was like, I can't watch the TV anymore because I'm gonna see her when I close my eyes. Oh my gosh. Gonjiam, fantastic film. It was really, really well done, but that's how you know something was well done, is when it sticks with me and makes me scared. And on that note, I recommend all of these films. But I will leave you guys there. If you enjoy this, let me know if you want a part 2, because I probably could give you a part 2. There is a scene in The Grudge, the remake, that I'm still not okay with. I think about it every day. So don't forget to like, comment, do all the fun things, and I will see you guys very soon. Sayonara, spooky fam.